Okay, so when you first messaged me about this car, and you were like, hey, do you want to film another Stagea? And initially, obviously, I thought it was the generation previous to this.
Right.
And then you show me a picture, and you're like, oh, this is the really weird one with the turbocharged engine. So it's got a, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's got a 2.5 liter single turbo V6.
That's right, it's from a VQ25. It's similar to the VQ35 found in the G35 and the 350Z.
Yeah.
But somehow they developed this engine just for this vehicle. There's only one car that has this engine.
And it only ever got sold in Japan, and it was only for a few years.
Yep. Only for half of its production run it had this engine.
Yeah.
So it had to happen.
That's so crazy. And the good thing is, too, this model also has all-wheel drive. It's got all-wheel steering.
Yeah. So it's basically when Nissan did a good run with the last Stagea, everyone knows about it. They want to do a sequel to it, but they want to cut costs. So they went and used the platform from the G35.
The interior,
the entire dash is G35. They tried They did try a lot of things to make it lighter. They have aluminum control arms all around.
Oh, okay.
Plastic tailgates and aluminum hood.
Yeah.
But it ended up being a little heavier than the last one anyway. So.
Okay. Yeah, so they're trying, they cut as much as possible, and I would also assume that this VQ V6, it weighs more than like an RB26 that was in the Autech? Like
no,
maybe?
This is fully aluminum, so this would be a lot lighter.
Oh, it is, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did improve a lot on the chassis dynamics though.
Yeah.
They had the front axle pushed way forward, so now instead of a front engine rear-wheel drive car, that it feels like it's got a mid-engine setup in the front.
Right, it's closer into the chassis, yeah.
Thanks to being a shorter engine, right? It's
Yeah.
a V6.
That makes sense too the hood's really long when you look at this car, but that just makes space for, exactly, pushing that engine back, which is really cool. And like, it's got 300 foot-pounds of torque, just past 3,000 RPM. I mean, plenty enough. And I mean, obviously this isn't like objective, but I don't think this looks anywhere near as good as the previous generation, like a 260 RS.
Yep.
But I mean, this thing is the previous generation's really big, but this one's like, this is the ultimate road trip vehicle. And you showed me the hatch out back, and you can just open half of it, right? And here I'm thinking, this is perfect for filming cars out of, and it's got all the space in the world. Yeah, so single turbo, it's got, boost
Triple
gauge
gauges,
here.
yep.
Front torque, so is that just how
It's
much
an active
torque?
all-wheel drive, right? So right now all the torque's going to the back, and then but when you jam on the throttle from a dead stop, it will raise up.
Oh, I see. Yeah, or if you go like off-road or something like that.
On the snow or something like that.
Yeah. Then boost gauge, you said it's running stock around like just under 12 psi or something like
10, 11, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Spools up really quickly too, even like half throttle right around. It sounds good too.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get like a lot of engine noise, but you get a V6 noise rather than like an inline 4 or something.
Yeah. The first impression when I got this from the port was that the turbo sounds like a hairdryer. Yes, it does. It just
with the windows rolled down, you can hear it. It does kind of sound like that. Yeah, it's funny. It's definitely very. He likes to float and cruise. Like, this would be great for long distance drives. Yeah, for those of you, like in Canada, we have the 15-year import rule, right? So this is like the newest car you can import. I mean, I'm looking at, for me, this is a pretty semi-modern dash. I mean, this has got pretty much everything. It's not like 2017, it's still 15 years old, but it's the gauge cluster, the steering wheel, this all looks kind of modern Nissan, right?
Yep.
Which is super cool about this car. And I would guess that, like you were saying about safety, it's got all the safety stuff. Like my car doesn't have airbags, like my MR2. No, the JDM cars didn't come with airbags, right? Whereas this, it's... What do you like most about this car? Other than, like, it's just comfortable, or is that?
It's really smooth and quiet, and it sits really steady at undisclosed speeds.
Yeah.
It's got that going for it. Yeah. And it's really got pick up and go for something that's only 2.5 liters.
Yeah, that's so crazy too, yeah. even with a car that weighs this much, it's heavier than 3,500 pounds, right? It's not a crazy light car by any stretch, but it's got all-wheel drive and it's got all-wheel steering, so you kind of expect that, right?
That's right. If you notice, you sit pretty high up on your side, even though it's set really, it's all the way low already, the height wise.
Oh, really? No kidding.
It's actually sitting on the center diff. You're sitting on the drive shaft coming up from the center of the car. It goes on there.
Okay.
So your seat is compromised. You have to sit a bit higher up.
It is. It feels like I've definitely driven wagons that feel like lower, right?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But it's not quite at that.
My side is lower. That's the funny thing. My passenger side seat is lower.
Oh, it can go lower?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, this engine feels great. There's no, I mean, you definitely do get a little bit of delay in just hitting the throttle and then, the kick down. I think part of it's the transmission too.
It's that too.
But it's very smooth, like super responsive. This is a cool car though. It's really unique. It's definitely a nobody's gonna give this car a second look on the road.
Right.
Nobody. But now I'm gonna hopefully look out for one. Like they're gonna be super rare, but it's definitely like a nerd car. It's a car nerd car.
Nissan fans will be like, wow, you got one of these.
Yeah. Yeah, like I never even heard of this. I actually didn't even know there was another generation of Stagea.
Yeah.
Maybe just because I didn't look or whatever, right? If people want to follow you on Instagram or whatever and see what they can grab, other really cool cars from Japan, where can they go?
Well, we check out the BC roll. That's how I call it. That's because that's how the BC people roll.
Yeah, we do. That's how we roll. Patrick. All right, guys. Hey, thanks, Patrick. Once again, thank you so much for bringing the car out. This was a good experience. All right, guys. Hey, subscribe. We got hats now. Hit up the hats if you want. We got cool stuff coming down the line, and go follow Patrick on Instagram. It's right here, all in the description. All the info will be there. See you guys next time. All right, you guys, we are finally here at a almost completed and paved Area 27 with Ulrich, and the founding members went out on the track, which was very exciting, and we got to go out in a golf.